I need a gun. Can you get me a gun and teach me how to use it?
No?
Midnight is about going through the day while Norma waits for midnight to happen because that's when she's supposed to meet Abernathy with this alleged money that she doesn't have.
Hello?
I just wanted to make sure you hadn't forgotten about our appointment at midnight.
No, I haven't.
Great. See you then.
The question is, how's that going to happen? And what happens if she doesn't show up?
Perhaps Norma is not as, delusional as she might appear to be, in that the threat from this man, this Jake Abernathy, seems pretty real.
All right, I'll take care of it.
So what? I'm just supposed to accept that you will take care of it, whatever that means?
Yes, that's right. You need to trust me.
Norma would love to believe Romero, but she doesn't. She's really concerned. She doesn't know if he's a good guy or if he's a bad guy or whether he's really going to help her. We as an audience are not sure whether Romero is trustworthy. In fact, during the course of this episode, we see him do some things that seem a little shady.
As it draws closer to midnight, she just cannot accept that Romero's gonna handle this. When your back is to the wall, you get a different kind of adrenaline. She's terrified, she doesn't want to die. She doesn't want this guy to hurt her or do anything to her kids, but she wants to control it.
If you want to keep your business going here, you got to go through me. We make a new deal. 50-50.
I have one way of dealing with this, and it's probably something I have done in the past, which is to try and get rid of as much of the evidence that this ever happened by getting rid of Abernathy.
There's a lot more to Romero than meets the eye.
You can go home now, Norma.
He clearly has his own moral code and compass, and that's, I think, kind of interesting. And where is that going to lead us in the future?
I almost shot you!
I say trust me, trust me.
If it had gone differently, I think she might have had it in her to pull the trigger.
Norman, can I tell you something that I've never told anybody? My brother used to make me have sex with him.
Yeah, there's a huge revelation in this story where we come to learn this really painful and awful piece of backstory in Norma's life.
I'm so sorry, Mother.
I think Norma's chosen the most inopportune time to reveal to Norman a huge part of her past and what's made her who she is today. And I think in case things go wrong, she wants to be able to tell someone. And Norman is her best friend in all the world.
She puts the burden of this horrible event in her childhood onto Norman's shoulders, and he has to kind of carry that with him. He's also just in a very confused place. I mean, he cannot get over his obsession with Bradley, and yet it's very clear that Bradley is unobtainable to him right now.
When Miss Watson offers him a lift and says that he should pop by hers beforehand just to dry and clean up, it seems like a great idea. But once they're in the house, this intimacy between them reaches a new level.
You probably shouldn't tell anyone that you came here.
Don't worry.
And causes Norman to slip more into this trance-like state that he goes into.
It's very dangerous. I think she doesn't know what she wants from him.
Norman, you know what you have to do.
The last image that we see of Norman is him running out of frame to do whatever it is he has to do.
Norman ends up at home with his mom, but then there's one more scene in the show, and in that scene, poor Miss Watson is lying dead on the floor with her throat slit, and I'm not sure that this is what anyone was expecting, especially Miss Watson.
In that very last scene, I think leaves a lot of questions in everybody's mind.
It's heavily suggestive, but it's not entirely conclusive.
It's a great cliffhanger.
I really want to see, what's going to happen next.
There's more to the story.